It's Market Day Report. Just making a quick note. Our next guest, I want to make sure I ask about this, so I wanted to make sure I didn't forget what I'm going to ask about. I'll tell you what it is. It's Fusarium in wheat, so we'll talk about that in a moment. First off, let's talk corn, and the corn market still moving higher, $4.94.5 on that D's contract, 13.5 higher. How about the bean market? Beans, after two straight sessions lower, look what we're doing, 30 cents higher on November, and we poked back up above that $12 mark. Every contract above 12 bucks with the exception of that September. It's a little lighter traded contract there, so everything else, though, above 12 bucks. How about the wheat market? I kind of mentioned Fusarium there, so let's talk wheat. July, 659.5. That's up 23.75 cents on soft red. Now hard red is up 14 at 702. And we've got spring wheat contracts, and they're moving higher as well. Cotton market, it's moving up 118 points at 83.09. Ben Hushon is a certified crop advisor with the mill. And Ben, I know you're out and about, so I'm going to start with Fusarium. Are you seeing some?
Good morning, Tony. It's too early to actually see it. What you have to do with Fusarium head blight, as we've been educated on it over probably the last 15 years ago was the first time we started hearing about it in our geography. And there are some universities combined and created a model which gives you concern levels. We are in the middle of that right now, which is kind of like a weatherman saying partly cloudy, but you might want to take your umbrella. And that's the challenge these farmers that are growing wheat have. And we've been dry. You've heard me talk, viewers and listeners have heard me talk about this all spring, really as far back as March when the snow melted. And they're like, well, I don't know if we need to worry about disease. But when you get out in these wheat fields, especially a healthy stand, there is plenty of disease, powdery mildew. You don't even have to know what it is, and you can part it. And you think, how could that be? We are having moisture. You wake up in the morning, you walk across the yard, and your shoes are wet. Well, that is all part of the disease triangle. We haven't had humidity. We haven't had rain, but we have had moisture. So it's the time of year when that wheat comes out in flower. You got to prevent Fusarium head blight with an application of fungicide if you feel like it's a concern for your farm and fields.
Okay, and before you go, I know you've been looking at some cornfields. Anything else that you've been able to see on your trips back and forth?
Well, so far, very little concern. We've got the beans out of the ground finally. Corn is starting to show up. Had another 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch of rain since we talked last Monday. So things are progressing out of the ground, but today, tomorrow, Wednesday, 90-plus degree temps. So we are certainly really hoping that the weatherman sends us some rain later this week because heat was going to bring stress, I'm afraid.
Well, there you go, Ben. Just means one thing, time to get those Bermuda shorts out. Ben Hushon is a certified crop advisor with the mill. All right, we're back in a moment. More markets on Market Day Report.